Okay, so one of the guys I like to listen to, and I would highly recommend that you listen to, besides myself, of course, is this guy. And I do like what he has to say. And he's having a conversation with my buddy Grant. And I want you to look at his eyes and his expressions while he's having this conversation with Grant. Because what they're talking about here is how $10 million isn't enough money to live on for Grant. So take a listen.
If you have 10 million bucks
Yeah.
and your lifestyle is
Yeah.
costing you 150 grand a year,
Yeah.
you have enough. You could survive comfortably and still have a little bit of a buffer.
Now
You
you're
have
living.
Okay, now, what Graham says is that you've got $10 million and you're going to live on $150,000 a year. Now, notice what Grant does. Right here, he's showing you not what Graham was saying. Graham was saying 150. He's saying now you're going to live on $400,000 a year. No, that's not what Graham was saying. Grant is not even listening to what Graham is talking about. So let's keep going.
living off of 400 grand a year.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're
But here's my problem. Graham doesn't correct him, and he should have, because he was saying you could live off 150 grand a year on $10 million, not 400,000.
where's the point you get freedom of
Well,
wealth?
it ain't at 400 grand a year income. You're
Is
still
it?
flying.
So what Grant is trying to tell us here, once again, is that you can't survive or live and have any type of financial freedom making $400,000 a year. Now, maybe we're missing something here, and maybe we need to kind of go back on. I'm not talking about my company grossing $400,000 a year. I'm talking about me having $400,000 a year in income. And that's what Graham is talking about, is actually having over $10 million in the bank. And I don't know that Grant's grasping this. And again, if he is, then I'm truly befuddled by what he's talking about. Because if you're making 400 grand a year, you should be able to have some financial freedom. If not, you're doing something wrong.
American, and if American don't fly, you don't fly.
What's the number? How much do you need on $10 million? 400,000 a year, assuming you don't have
Okay.
kids.
You're going to spend the next 25 years consuming your money, and you're going to be broke by the time you're.
Okay, so now, even though you've got $10 million, you're going to be broke in 25 years. Really? I tell you what. First of all, why don't you just 10x that stuff, Grant? Because you keep telling everybody you can 10x it. So if you got 10 million, you should just be able to go down to the bank and make it 100 billion. Whatever. Why do you think that with $10 million that you're going to be broke in 10 years? So he's got more here.
You're dead.
Well, that's assuming I spent all of it, though. If you
I mean, look at what he just said there. Look at Graham. And this is the part I want you to understand. Even Graham's confused. Look at his face. You would spend it all? Why wouldn't you? I mean, look at it. You will invest the money, right? I mean, if you can make $10 million and you've got $10 million, you're not just going to put it in the bank and have it make nothing. You're going to do something with your money. You're going to invest it in some way. And yes, maybe it's going to be passive income, but you're not just going to just put it in the bank account and just pull it out $400,000 a year.
invest the money,
Why are
it
you
lasts about
investing it
50
though? I
years.
thought you had.
And then his question is, why are you investing it? I mean, isn't this what you do, Grant? Isn't this what you tell people to do, is invest their money? And now you're saying, I thought you had enough. Again, you don't make $10 million and just set it in the bank account and just live off of it for the next, however many years of your life. I mean, that's just stupid.
You had enough.
Well, you have to invest. You wouldn't just keep cash.
Most people, their investments are not even keeping up.
And he's trying to say that most people's investments are not keeping up with inflation. Well, again, I hate to burst your bubble here, Grant, but you keep telling everybody that they can make 30, 40, 50%, 10 times their money. Well, if you can do that, that's definitely keeping up with inflation. But more importantly, just the S&P 500, if you listen to Dave Ramsey, averages over 12% a year. So all you got to do is just put your money in an S&P 500 ETF, and it's going to make 12%, and you're not pulling that much out. That's definitely, I mean, the last I checked, Grant, 12% was better than 3. And even if you don't believe the government statistics and you think inflation is higher than that, I don't think it's generally speaking over 12% per year. So again, I don't quite understand what's going on here. I don't understand why Grant is of this opinion that people that make $10 million or have $10 million or make $400,000 a year just can't survive. But maybe it's you, Grant, because I tell you what, the average person here, at least my friends and my family and my clients, if they're got $10 million, they're going to be doing just fine. So maybe you need to take a look at what you're doing, because I'm guessing if you can't make $10 million work, you're doing something wrong. Dickie out.